Now, here's an important clip that we absolutely need to show. I did include this in a video a week or so ago, but this is super important. What you have is you have a fire, as you can see here. You have the fire truck is down there, okay, obviously there to try and fight the blaze.
Yes.
But there's a policewoman with a megaphone, okay? And there's obviously a crowd of onlookers here.
Sure.
I don't know if they work in that factory or whatever the case, but, you know. But what is her priority? I'll get us out of here. Let's see what she has to say. Here at China Fact Chasers, we're proud to use and tell you about Surfshark VPN.
Think of a VPN as an extra layer of security over your internet connection.
When you connect to the internet, theoretically everything you do is out there in the open for all to see. But with Surfshark VPN, when you're connected, all of that internet traffic is protected.
You can use a VPN for other things too. For example, you can get discounts online by changing servers to other countries. And you can also see different shows and movies on Netflix and other streaming services.
It's super easy to use and it gives you the peace of mind that you're protected when you're online. Use the VPN we use and get Surfshark. For a limited time, get an exclusive Surfshark Black Friday deal. Go to surfshark.deals/factchasers to get up to 6 additional months for free. That's surfshark.deals/factchasers and use the code FACTCHASERS to protect your online privacy today. Her priority is not like, oh, let's save people or put out the fire. It's like, don't take photos.
Yeah, it's more like not her priority, it's the government's priority, right? And they've told the police officers to not allow people to film or take pictures.
Yeah.
Which you gotta realize this is not out of the ordinary. Do you remember during the floods when the people were trying to take videos about the cars floating away and the bridge collapse that happened in Beijing?
Yeah.
The immediate priority was not to send rescue vehicles. That happened later, right?
Yeah.
The first priority was to board up the bridge so
so
that
people couldn't
couldn't see or take videos or pictures of the bridge collapse.
Yeah, they actually put these big, we had it on the show, but they put these big plates of corrugated iron up along the roads that were near that bridge so people couldn't see the actual collapsed bridge.
Yeah.
And this is part of the whole propaganda effort. You know, China is incredibly critical of Western nations.
Yes.
And in their newspapers and on their TV every day, they'll have hyper focus on, I don't know, America's drug problem or homeless problem. Or, I mean, remember when that Florida building collapsed?
Yeah.
You still hear about it every day now.
Yeah.
It's just, they're hyper focused because that's the thing. When something bad happens in Western countries, it's not just swept under the rug. It's public knowledge. And people hyper-focus on it. They do go out and film these things. You know, how many people have been to like Kensington Avenue to film drug addicts and put it out there, right? It's out there.
Right.
But China has the opposite. They realize that if nothing like that can get out, if people aren't allowed to film these things, then it just makes China look clean and nice. And there's nothing to see here. Ignorance is bliss, that kind of thing.
Yes.
So their priority is... And I've seen this so many times. The priority is to go after the people that actually make any of this news public.
That's correct.
You know?
Yeah. So the people have to, it's like a scare tactic. If the policewoman is there to tell the people you're not allowed to do this, hopefully it's like for them, they hopefully scare them enough to be like, you're going to get in trouble if you do this.
Yeah.
And then everyone will tell that person, hey, we're not supposed to do this. We're not supposed, it's like a snowball effect, right? And then everyone's like, okay, we're not supposed to take videos or photos of that.
How many,
reality not allowed.
Yeah. How many, bad things that have happened in China have never been seen, have never seen the light of day because of this? Like most of it.
It's outlandish. I mean, the very few things you get to see are a real... it's definitely not a treat usually. It's more like a real rarity.
It's something that's so big that they couldn't, for instance, go around and make sure nobody could film it.
Yeah, like the Three Gorges Dam thing. That was so... Remember when it was showing signs of
cracking
wear?
And all that? Yeah.
That was just so international, and satellites can pick up on that kind of stuff. Like that's like big time stuff. You can't really hide that. So that's that's the kind of stuff you can't do, but you can create this kind of tattle society with smaller events like this and prevent them from escaping to the public zeitgeist before they actually take off.
Yeah.
By scaring everyone.
Well, remember in that village, there was a factory that was poisoning the land and causing cancer and all this stuff in the local village. So the local villager guy exposed the factory.
Yeah.
And then he got arrested.
Yeah.
It's that kind of thing.
This person here, Nako SL, they say it's like the pissing in the Qingdao beer brewing vats. It's the photographer or the whistleblower that got arrested. Yeah. Now, although that's a rumor, like we haven't confirmed that.
I'm pretty sure it's true.
If that was true, that really just tracks with how things work, right? They'd rather go after the person that exposed the issue than the actual issue.
Well, that's why they have that spreading rumors and causing quarrels law. It's like if you post something on Weibo, like if someone does something, like that banner man on the bridge puts his banner out, and if you film it and share it, you're going to get into trouble.
Right.
He's obviously already, he's done.
Yeah,
he's done. But like you will get into trouble.
Him?
Yeah.
They obviously disappeared him, but like his family in like Qiqihar or wherever the hell it was, his kid and wife are like under house arrest for what he did.
Yeah.
And the secret police or whatever, plainclothes police, always block foreign journalists like BBC and all that kind of stuff from interviewing anyone there because they don't want to exacerbate that story.
Correct.
Right. So it's really just control the narrative first before you actually deal with any problems in society or infrastructure.
Yeah.
Or reality, and that's just not a way to base your country on.
No, again, it's all about controlling the image rather than the thing. And this has happened multiple times when we were out filming somewhere. We'd be stopped from filming something because they're like, "No, you can't film this." You're like, "What are you even talking about?
Right.
Why can't we?"
Right.
It's not even something bad.
Yes.
That type of thing. Anyway, that's just to set a bit of a precedent, and it's got something to do with what's coming up soon.
你随便他拍，有任何拍的呀。
我真的不会录自己。
我录自己可以，不要到到别的地方拍。
我什么？那个草不能拍，这个树不能拍。
没有，我们是私家花园，好吧？
这里有人吗？你干嘛？那你告诉我为什么？这个规定是为什么呢？
懂你走吧，不要拍了，真的不要拍了。
Okay.
你拍的到
So you see, this guy says I'm not allowed to film either.
喂，你都买照相的，什么？不可以照相，什么？这里不允许照相，什么？这个
为什么呢？你告诉我为什么？
这是中国的政策，
这是公开的地方，
不是公开的。
如果用我的手机可以吗？是不是一样的？
也不可以。
你是谁啊？
用手机可以。
你是谁啊？
你不要问谁啊！你不要问谁。
我不要问谁，你不要来跟我说话，好不好？啊，这是我自己要拍我自己的照片，是不是？我不拍你，如果我拍你，你可以说，但是我不拍你，是不是？是不是
？3口。
Thank you.
The wall, man.
All right, look at that. Yeah, it sounded like Austin Powers. It kind of did, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. He's like, what? He's a real barrel of laughs. You'll see what I'm talking about here.
This is Buddha fighting on behalf of the CCP. This is Kami Buddha's
Yeah, it's Kami Buddha. It's like shooting out.
Uno reverse card.
不如把个 friend，不如把个 fun just guy。
Oh wow! Oh, Zorro showed up.
And then he like electrocutes them with.
What was that?
And then I don't know what's with these.
What is happening?
When I take a breath, you fill up my life.